Welcome to Auburn University's Cullars Rotation, the oldest soil fertility experiment in the South. This experiment, which is located behind the Jewel Cullen Smith Museum of Art, was named for Mr. J.A. Cullars, who owned and farmed this land in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. This property was purchased by Alabama Polytechnic Institute, now Auburn University, in 1938. When the Cullars Rotation was founded in 1911, it was one of over 200 on-farm experiments conducted by the Alabama Agricultural Experiment Station to study crop response to added nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. This was a time when our modern understanding of fertilizers and their impact on crop production was rapidly evolving. Since many Alabama soils are naturally low in fertility, farmers in the early 1900s often observed a decline in productivity of their soils after decades of farming. The Cullars Rotation showcases the impact that proper fertilizer management can have on sustainable crop production. It consists of 14 soil fertility treatments that are replicated in 3 strips across the field, which cycle through a 3-year crop rotation consisting of cotton, followed by a winter legume cover crop in the first year, corn harvested for grain and followed by winter wheat in the second year, and soybeans double cropped after wheat is harvested in the third year. The Cullars Rotation is one of the few sites in the world where controlled nutrient deficiencies can be observed on 5 different crops during the course of a year. Let's take a look at some of the soil fertility treatments at the Cullars Rotation. So starting with our complete fertility treatment here at the Cullars Rotation, right now we're standing in one of our corn plots. So this complete fertility treatment has received all the macronutrients that it needs, like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, as well as some micronutrients, and the pH in this plot is maintained between about 6 and 6.5, which is the ideal range for corn and other crops to grow. You can see that the plants in this area have very green, lush growth. So let's contrast that with our no lime treatment. So this plot actually has a pH of about 4.5. And even though it gets all the fertilizer that it needs, the soil pH is not maintained with agricultural limestone. So you can see that the growth of these corn plants is very reduced compared to our complete fertility plot. So where we have about 130 bushels of yield per acre on average in our complete fertility plot, here we only have about 18 bushels per acre on average. So now we're in one of our plots that has never received any potassium fertilizer since 1911. We can see that the plants are stunted, that is, they're shorter in this plot, and the leaves are yellow and in some cases even dying along the leaf margins, which is a clear indicator of potassium deficiency. So these plots are a really excellent tool for teaching students how to identify common nutrient deficiencies in the field. This plot yields about 24 bushels per acre, which is actually not much better than our no lime treatment where the soil pH is extremely low. Now we're standing in a plot that has never received phosphorus fertilizer since 1911. Phosphorus, just like potassium, is extremely important for corn growth and development. Phosphorus is often referred to as hidden hunger, since deficiency symptoms often don't appear until later in the growing season. We can often see a purpling along the leaf edges, particularly for the corn ear leaf. This is a plot which has never received nitrogen fertilizer since 1911. Nitrogen is extremely important for chlorophyll production, so when it's deficient, plants can often appear overall yellow and stunted, particularly in the older leaves of the plant, where we can see yellowing started along the midrib of the leaf, and then eventually that leaf tissue started to die. The plots that have not received any nitrogen yield only about 40 bushels per acre. Again, we're comparing that to our complete fertility plot, which has yielded approximately 130 bushels per acre for the last 10 years. Even after 100 years, we continue to learn new lessons from the Cullars Rotation. The site remains a valuable resource for scientists to tackle new research questions as they emerge. For example, ongoing studies at the Cullars Rotation explore the effects of nutrient deficiencies on severity of a new cotton disease called cotton leaf roll dwarf virus. Other Auburn University researchers are utilizing the site to investigate the impact of long-term agricultural management practices on soil bacterial and fungal populations. Thank you for touring the Cullars Rotation. To learn more, visit agriculture.auburn.edu.